Welcome to Pour It On Me, where cocktail culture comes alive. From rooftop bars to hidden speakeasies, and even our own kitchens, we're shaking, stirring, and sipping it all. Whether you're chasing the perfect old-fashioned or just love a good drink story, grab a glass and let's pour it on.
Before you say there's nothing to do in March, you might want to see this. March in the DMV is not slow, it's not sleepy, and it's definitely not boring. This is the month where patio season starts testing the waters, where themed cocktails quietly take over menus, where you can go from learning how to shake a proper gin fizz to fully committing to green beer chaos in less than 48 hours. So instead of scrolling and saying there's nothing going on, we pulled together 8 events happening across DC and the surrounding areas that are actually worth leaving your house for. Some are dressed up, some are loud, some are hands-on, some are just really good excuses to drink something seasonal. From beer festivals to cocktail classes to full cherry blossom season energy, here's what's on tap in the DMV this March. March kicks off early this year. On March 7th, District Beer Fest takes over Dock 5 inside Union Market. And if you've never been to Dock 5, it's a massive industrial event space tucked inside Union Market. High ceilings, open floor plan, it feels like a tasting expo, not a bar crawl. This is a full indoor beer festival featuring multiple regional breweries all under one roof. You check in, grab your wristband, and get access to sample pours from booth to booth. We're talking variety. IPAs, stouts, lagers, seasonal releases, limited batches you probably won't see on tap everywhere else. It's not seated, it's not structured like a class. You move at your own pace. Try something, compare it to the next one. Figure out what you actually like. There's usually music running in the background, food vendors nearby at Union Market, and enough space to make it feel energetic without being shoulder-to-shoulder chaos. If you've got a group chat that's been saying, "We need to do something soon," this is a very easy yes. It's social, it's exploratory, and it's a solid way to kick off the month before the cocktail-heavy events roll in. General admission typically lands somewhere between $45 and $75, depending on the tier and how early you buy. There's also usually a VIP tier that gets you early entry and sometimes access to exclusive pours before general admission crowds come in. So if you're serious about sampling or just don't love long lines, that might be worth it. Timed sessions are common, so you'll want to double check your slot. March 7th, Union Market, beer first. March officially activated. If beer festivals aren't your speed, March 12th brings a hands-on cocktail class to Hyatt Place at National Harbor. This is a 2-hour interactive mixology experience designed for beginners and casual cocktail lovers. No experience required. No bar background needed. Just show up ready to shake something. Picture small groups gathered around bar stations, shakers on the table, fresh citrus being sliced, ice hitting metal tins. An instructor walks you through foundational techniques step by step. Shaking correctly so you actually get dilution right. Stirring instead of over-shaking spirit-forward drinks. Muddling without destroying your ingredients. And yes, how to garnish without it looking chaotic. You'll typically make several classic-style cocktails during the session. Think a bright gin fizz, a cosmopolitan, maybe even something playful and dessert-inspired. After the guided portion, guests usually pair up and recreate drinks themselves, which is where it becomes less classroom and more social. It's interactive, it's relaxed, and it's a lot more fun than people expect. Ticket prices generally fall between $65 and $75, and that includes the instruction and the cocktails you make. It's hosted at National Harbor, which means you can easily turn it into a full night. Waterfront walk, dinner nearby, lean into it. If you've ever said, I should probably know how to make a real cocktail at home, this is that moment. March 12th, National Harbor. Learn it, then use it. The very next night, March 13th, things get dressed up. The Pink Tie Party takes over Union Station as the official kickoff celebration for cherry blossom season. And this is not casual. Union Station's main hall transforms into a full spring-themed experience. Pink lighting, floral installations, multiple cocktail bars built into the space. It's part gala, part tasting event, part social scene. Throughout the evening, you'll move between curated cocktail stations featuring seasonal ingredients and blossom-inspired flavors. Small plates and bites from local restaurants are included. Champagne flows. Live entertainment layers into the night. Tickets typically start in the mid-200s for general admission, which grants access to the full tasting experience. There are often higher-tier options as well, which may include early entry, premium lounge access, or additional perks depending on the year. This is one of the more premium events on the list, but with that price point comes production value. Iconic venue, designed cocktail menus, curated food pairings, a crowd that showed up intentionally. This is very much a dress up and make it an occasion kind of night. Think florals, spring color palettes, photos under chandeliers. If you want your March plan to feel elevated and intentional instead of loud and chaotic, this is that moment. March 13th, Union Station. Cherry blossom season officially begins. And then we pivot. March 14th is full St. Patrick's weekend energy across DC. Several organizers host official bar crawls throughout the city, typically promoted through platforms like Eventbrite or pub crawls. When you search DC St. Patrick's Day Bar Crawl 2026, you'll usually see multiple options with designated check-in bars and participating venue lists. Here's how it works. You purchase a ticket in advance, check in at the starting location during the assigned window, grab your wristband, and then move between participating bars throughout the afternoon and evening. This is not subtle. You'll see green everywhere. Green beer, green cocktails, Irish whiskey specials, shot deals at nearly every stop. Ticket prices typically start around $20 to $35 if you buy early, and increase as the date gets closer. It's one of the more budget-friendly events of the month. Expect DJs at certain stops, packed dance floors, crowds in themed outfits, large friend groups. This is not your intimate date night. This is the group chat finally committed day. If you like high energy and don't mind navigating crowds, March 14th delivers. Hydrate. Plan transportation. Search early so you can compare crawl routes. March 14th, Washington, D.C. Choose your chaos level wisely. If you survive St. Patrick's weekend and want to feel elegant again, March 18th offers something completely different. A tango and champagne soiree in DuPont Circle. These events are typically hosted in gallery style or ballroom spaces. Think polished floors, warm lighting, and room to actually move. It's not a nightclub. It's not a dive bar. It feels curated. The evening usually begins with a structured tango lesson led by professional instructors. Footwork, partner positioning, timing, and before you panic, you do not need to know how to tango. The room is generally full of beginners learning together, which actually makes it more fun and less intimidating. Champagne is included, which immediately shifts the tone. It's less dance class and more experience. After the guided portion, the floor opens up for social dancing, so you can practice what you just learned. As far as attire, think smart casual to dressy. You don't need black tie, but this is a great excuse to wear something that makes you feel put together. For shoes, something you can comfortably move in is key. Polished but practical. Ticket prices usually range between $45 and $75, depending on tier and availability. These events are often limited capacity, which keeps the atmosphere intimate instead of overwhelming. This is ideal for a date night that's different, a small friend group that wants something interactive, anyone who enjoys learning something new while sipping something bubbly. It's midweek, it's intentional, it's slower paced. March 18th, DuPont Circle. Dress up a little, then learn something new. Starting March 20th, DC changes. Cherry blossom season officially begins, and from that point through mid-April, the city feels different. The tidal basin fills with pink, patios start reopening, rooftops test the weather, and cocktail menus quietly shift. While the festival includes parades and large public events, what's interesting for us is what it does to the drink scene. Bars across DC roll out limited seasonal menus inspired by the blossoms. Places like the Wharf often lean into waterfront spring cocktails. Rooftop spots in Navy Yard and downtown release blossom-themed specials. Even hotel bars near the National Mall build pink-forward menus for the season. You'll start seeing cherry-infused syrups, floral liqueurs, sake spritz variations, pink martinis that exist for exactly 1 month. And because the weather is finally starting to cooperate, outdoor seating becomes part of the experience again. Rooftop previews open, waterfront bars fill up, golden hour suddenly matters. Many official festival events are free and open to the public, but drink specials and themed menus vary by venue. This isn't about buying a ticket, it's about choosing the right patio. If you've been waiting for an excuse to day drink outside again, this is it. If you want spring date night energy without committing to a formal gala, this is it. March 20th through mid-April, DC in bloom, cocktails in pink. After a week of blossoms and patio energy, March 25th pulls things back indoors. A guided chocolate and wine pairing night in DuPont Circle. These events are typically hosted in intimate wine bar settings, gallery-style spaces, or private tasting rooms. Think smaller tables, low lighting, a setup where you're actually seated and focused, not standing with a plastic cup. This is a structured tasting experience designed to slow you down. You're seated, you're guided, you're tasting intentionally. A host walks guests through multiple wine pours, usually 3 to 5 selections, each paired with a curated chocolate chosen to highlight contrast and balance. Yes, the chocolate is included. And it's not random candy. We're talking intentional pairings designed to show you how flavor layers work together. You'll learn why bold reds interact differently with dark chocolate, how sweetness softens tannins, how texture and fat content change the way wine hits your palate. It's equal parts indulgent and educational. Ticket prices typically range between $55 and $85, and that usually includes all pours and pairings for the evening. Seating is limited, which keeps the atmosphere intimate and conversation-friendly. This is not a loud room. It's discussion energy, slow sipping, actual tasting. Ideal for a thoughtful date night, a small friend group that prefers depth over volume, anyone who wants something structured but relaxed. And because it's midweek, it feels intentional. You're not wandering into this. You chose it. March 25th, DuPont Circle. Wine, chocolate. Take your time. And if you want to end the month fully on brand, March 28th brings the DC Cocktail Festival. This is a large-scale indoor tasting event built specifically around cocktails and spirit brands. Typically hosted in an event hall or warehouse-style venue, the space is set up expo-style with branded booths lining the floor. You're not hopping between bars. You're walking through one curated space. Guests check in, receive a wristband and tasting glass, and then move from station to station, sampling cocktails crafted by participating brands and mixology teams. Each booth usually features a signature cocktail built around their featured spirit. Some offer seasonal variations, some showcase new product launches. Some include brand ambassadors explaining flavor profiles as you taste. General admission typically includes multiple sample pours within your timed session window. Most festivals run in 2 or 3 separate sessions throughout the day to manage crowd size. There are often VIP ticket options that allow early entry, access to limited pours before they run out, or smaller crowd windows before general admission begins. This is mostly a standing event, though some venues provide lounge areas or high-top tables. Food vendors are often present or available nearby depending on the location, which is helpful because you'll want something solid after several samples. Ticket prices generally fall between $45 and $75 for general admission, with VIP tiers priced higher depending on perks. This is ideal for cocktail enthusiasts who want variety, friend groups looking to try multiple drinks without committing to one bar, anyone who likes discovering new spirits and trends. It's social, it's structured, and it's very on brand for a cocktail-focused month. If you've been waiting for the most cocktail-dense event on this list, this is it. March 28th, Washington, D.C. Multiple spirits, one curated space. End the month strong. So next time you start to say, there's nothing to do in March, pause. Because in the span of 3 weeks, you can learn how to shake a real cocktail, dress up under chandeliers, commit to full green beer chaos, try tango with champagne in hand, sip something pink on a rooftop, slow down over wine and chocolate, or taste your way through an entire cocktail festival in one afternoon. March isn't boring, it's layered. And honestly, the only thing worse than missing out is pretending you didn't know. Now you do. Pick your night, buy the ticket, text the group chat, actually go. This was What's on Tap in the DMV for March. We'll be back next month with a new lineup. Until then, don't say we didn't put you on.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Pour It On Me, where every pour tells a story. Want more cocktail adventures? Visit us at www.pouritonme.com or follow us on any social media channel at Pour It On Me Podcast. And don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. And as always, please drink responsibly. If you or someone you love needs help, you are not alone. Call the National Helpline at 800-662-4357 for free confidential support 24/7, or connect with local resources like Alcoholics Anonymous at aa.org. Until next time, keep your spirits high, your ice cold. Remember, there's always room for one more pour. This episode was produced and edited by DeSimone Digital Solutions, LLC. All rights reserved.